enter the photon belt, a normally healthy person is expected to feel the jolt, similar to putting your finger in a live hot. It's a true shock. This is like going through a light wave, and some bodies cannot stand it. The transformation, however, will be complete. You will, in that period of time, have changed from a royal person to an atmospheric person. And if you can, you'll be changed to immortality, without the separation from death. And it will happen in the twinkling of an
Like I said, that's a hard one, but I'm not where I pictured myself being, like as a kid. I always wanted to be an architect. Yeah, strange, right? When I graduated from high school, I went to college. I took architectural design and construction because I was so driven at the time that I wanted to build it and construct it, you know what I mean? So to speak, like draw it up and then build it or whatever. But life happens. So my brother was in a car accident and there was only two of us and he died. And I just kind of drifted away, from reality or my reality. So I wound up quitting school and I wound up getting pregnant with Michaela and my daughter. And so I had to be a different person. So I was like forced into this world where you just had to take care of someone else. So I needed money to do that. So I had to get a job. So I had to put my school, on hold. So like I said, I'm not where I want to be. But over time, I've grown and I've learned that you don't always have to go the road you thought you traveled to be successful or your success. So I feel like my success has been being the best mother I could be, making the best life for them that I could. And now I can just sit back and kind of relax and just take some time and do things I like to do. So my overall happiness right now is a 10, I would have to say. I don't let things get to me. But there's room for improvement. So it's about as basic as it gets.
That's a beautiful answer. How did you heal? Like, how did you get yourself back into living in reality?
Like after my brother died. Michaela. It's like I said, I didn't think I had anything to live for because me and my brother were so close, And I literally wanted to die, like when he died, I was like, take me, I was one of them. And then we buried him on a Tuesday. And that Monday, I found out I was pregnant. So it's kind of like I felt like there was some light, at the end of this dark tunnel. And I had something to live for. So that's really it. Like I tell her that you saved my life. Like I probably wouldn't be here or would be somewhere else, had it not been for her. So yeah, that's and then time, like time always helps you. It's been 23 years. And not a day goes by that I don't talk about him or mention him or something comes to mind that reminds me of him. So I think that's how our loved ones live on through us. I was just thinking about them, talking about them, or whatever. And just look at them. It's kind of how I get through it.
Thank you for asking. I would rate my life an 8 because I have all of my basic needs met. And I think that's important, particularly because I live in a place where that is not always the case. And I have access to joy, which is really important. I also rated it 8 because most of the people in my life that are important to me are also in a place where they can have access to joy. And that's also pretty important. And lastly, I leave room to make it 10 for the additional blessings that God has. Over.
microcosm in a macrocosm, and this is how all of life is working, bro. We're all inside our own levels of levels.
Yeah.
So, as it pertains to guilt, you have to understand that the reality is, bro, there's a God. The reality is you're in an experience. The reality is you're a living soul. The reality is you are now part of an eternal experience that's been going on way before you got here. So you're just like having one speck, one speck of a conscious experience right now in infinity. Right? In a form that will last until 100 if it's lucky. There are trees older than that, bro. So this is a very temporary flash of consciousness, cosmically.
Yeah.
So what is right and what is wrong? You just go to the root of nature, bro, and you expand and expound upon it based on the truth that you know. You know what I'm saying? And the more you seek, the more you will find. I came here to be, that tree is being its fullest self. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I can't tell it to be bigger or change its color or grow a few more branches to the left. Like, bro, it's here to be who it is, bro. And there's so many layers to what comes. Imagine, bro, if you've got to go through all the levels before you even reach the human form. Imagine you got to consciously be the molecule. Imagine you got to consciously be the tree or the fish or the bird. Imagine your soul goes through all of that before finally, like, having this experience. You know what I'm saying? And then even when you have this experience, there's levels. Like, when you leave here, you might have, I think, people be retaking choruses, bro. That's what I think. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think I have. And now, and even when you master self in life, bro, you still gotta master spiritual truth. The truth is the truth. Just because that white person doesn't believe but God is black doesn't make it any less true. Just because that black person doesn't believe that you're a God doesn't make it any less true. Just because the next person isn't aware of a first self or an original self doesn't mean that's not true. Like, so you can't even reach a level of divinity until you know the truth. So that's a whole nother reason why we don't argue with people about what's right and wrong spiritually. Because if you don't even know your origin, you don't even know what ether is, huh? You don't even know the source of what melanin is, huh? You don't even know this, right? You keep calling God him. So what if I said God was her too? Right? You're not even ready. Like, there's no way I can argue with you, bro. You're not even ready. Like, and your mind, your consciousness won't even unlock certain things until you've encountered truth. So since we can't gauge and control someone else's truth, we just have to walk our path and stay in ours. You know what I'm saying? So the truth is, because I'm here for my soul's development, not to get it right from a Christocentric point of view. Like, that's not spiritual reality. To get it right, that's being saved by your works. I'm not here to be perfect. That's not what my purpose is. My purpose is to discover that I'm a spiritual servant and to like walk and to come to terms with it and to grow into it and then to like live in it. You know what I'm saying? But being perfect and free of error, that's not what God made me for. God, first of all, I am God. All of these forms, all of these people, all of these persons are individual aspects of God itself. That frog is God, bro. So that tree is not God. What was that tree made of? Literally, that beginning speck is the body of God, the physical form of God. So you made out of God and then consciously come from the mind of God. So then that means by nature, God is already in you, experiencing all that you are. So now God is in you. Like, God is the only show in town, bro. It's the illusion of anything else, of separation, as I'm putting it. So for me, bro, I don't think perfection is the purpose of my incarnation. And so I accept my nature, bro. You know, you have to work through things for yourself and come to terms with yourself. But, you know, when it comes to that chain of guilt, you just gotta realize, bro, like that's not really the personality of God. Man, you done fucked up, Jason. It's so fucked up of you to have fucked up. Yeah. You're a big fuck up, you know. You just don't never get it right. Fucking up. I look down upon that. Fuck up. I'm shaking my head at that fuck up, Jason. That particular fuck up. The other fuck up's okay, but that fuck up, you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's not really what's happening. What's probably happening is like, alright, nigga, you see why that didn't work, right? You see why that don't work. God is trying to be his fullest Jason. So be Jason. You know what I'm saying? And take them chains up off of you. Let it go. You are a God. You live in space. You know we're in space right now, bro. We're literally sitting in a ball in space right now, bro. We're literally in space, bro. It's space above us and below us, bro. And to the left of us and to the right of us. But we think we're on Earth. Above us is a bunch of blackness. Where are we, bro? And then we're in a concrete jungle which distracts our visuals. You know what I'm saying? And so it distracts our visuals. So it's hard to look past the visuals. It's even hard to think. But bro, it's nothing but space out there, bro. Bro, for miles, any direction, up, down, we're in space right now, son. So you're good, bro. God don't hate you. In fact, God really cared this much, bro. That, and it's just funny, man. It's like, bro, God cares that much, son. Dog, God is clearly invested in us.